Not too long ago, Tower Defense Simulator released its well-anticipated Halloween update, complete with 3 nights, a full battle pass, 2 of the towers, and special missions. So, being the TDS player that I am, I refused to touch grass for a week straight and grinded this whole thing. So, in today's video, I'll be telling you how I 100%ed the TDS Halloween event. Before we can even get into the event, let's make one minor change. Now we are ready. I have a pumpkin on my head. After that, naturally, the first thing I did was buy the premium battle pass. But since I'm broke, your average Robloxian gamer, a fellow Roblox TDS YouTuber, gifted it to me. Link to his channel in the description. Since I now had the battle pass, it was time to play the first night of the event, night 1. Now, the footage for this is now deleted, so what you're seeing here is a recreation I made, and I started out with easy mode. Since night 1 is easier than multi-mode, it was no struggle bringing down Titus. I'm not gonna waste your time and show me beating hard mode since it's practically just the same thing, so let's get straight into That's right, it was now time for reworked night 2. Which, this thing is so easy, you can solo it with Golden Soldier. Just kidding. All jokes aside though, night 2 is way too easy. Hopefully that doesn't change in the future. Now that night 2 was completed, there was only one more challenge. A final challenge. Night 3. Surely it would be insanely difficult and hard for me to complete. So I hopped on with average Robloxian and we decided to get this event finished. Early game was fairly easy and we pretty much destroyed everything up until the final wave. The final boss appeared in this cool cinematic cutscene, and while we were able to do some damage to it, it soon entered its rage state, which caused things to get much more difficult. At this point, Average and I both began tweaking. Here, just take a listen for yourself.
Probably spotting in too much stuff. Where you only talk what's free done, don't understand.
Despite everything, we were somehow able to beat this thing first try. This secured us the first stage of the event. Now you're probably wondering what I mean by that. Well, this was just the first phase of 100%ing this event, beating all the nights. Now it was time to triumph all of them in order and get the Titus charm. Now, for Triumph of All Nights, I was determined to not use a strat because strats are for babies, so I went in. Now, in hindsight, I probably should have used a strat because night 2, yes, the night that I said was too easy earlier, it got a massive buff, which made this challenge nearly impossible for me. Here, just take a look for yourself. What you just witnessed was one of the most painful 4 hours I have ever spent in TDS. After that, I decided to sign off for the day. Now, the next day, me and Average Robloxian both got on and we were determined to beat this. In both of our loadouts, we brought G Crook Boss, PJ, Accelerator, Commander. I brought Ranger, while Average brought G Pyro. Things started out rough when we died on our first attempt on night 2. Very discouraged when we died on night 2 yet again during our second attempt. However, on our third attempt, things went quite a bit differently. I had just reached level 37, and Average and I were having some bumper cart shenanigans while our teammate Shen defended. Remember that name because it's going to become important later. We were easily able to blow through night 1 and were eventually going into night 2. On a stroke of luck, we got paired with Shen yet again, and we decided to toast marshmallows on a campfire while we let our Crook Boss's goons stack up. By the time we readied up, we were able to create whatever this unholy monstrosity is. While the goons defended, we devised a strategy. I would cover supports and fix the computer, while Average and Shen spammed DPS towers. Somehow, this allowed us to make it to the final wave, where I then began spamming DPS towers as well. By some miracle, we had just enough DPS to chip down the conservers' health. Finally, we had gotten our long-awaited triumph, and I instantly pressed continue. I finally made it to night 3, and I somehow got paired with Shen again. There was only one problem. Average had somehow been kicked out of the party and was replaced by whoever the heck this person is. Average or no average, it was nearly 2 AM and I was not going to let all those hours of grinding this go to waste. So I decided to absolutely walk in and beat night 3. With my nerves on the fritz, we were somehow able to bring down the final boss, securing me the Triumpher of All Nights badge. But now it was time for me to make a very difficult decision. I had been grinding this for hours and it was now 2 AM. I was very tired. However, Average had been up just as long as I had and he still didn't have this badge. So, would I help out Average or go to sleep? I think y'all already know what I chose. No man left behind. Okay, so in order to make sure that this video doesn't go on for an hour and a half, I will be cutting a very long story short, and we were able to get Average the badge. The only problem? We stayed up till 4 AM trying to do it. Now, the silver lining is I was able to complete the battle pass, so that's something, but it's late, and I really need to get some sleep, so see you in the next phase. Yes, you heard me right. In order to completely 100% this event, there's still one more phase that needs to be completed. What is it, you might ask? Well, it's none other than the limited time missions. And where better to start than the famous Jason Slasher mission. Now, you may be thinking that I'm going to be going in depth on these missions like I have with everything else. However, these missions are very boring. You see, basically all that they ask you to do is grind Fallen with Slasher. So, I don't think there's much to show here, so let's just move on to the actual challenging mission, the Harvester. Now, for the Harvester, it's actually quite special because just like the Slasher, it does require you to grind a lot of game modes with Harvester. However, the final thing you have to do in order to get the limited time Harvester skin is beat hardcore on Wrecked Battlefield 2 with Harvester placed. So, this, as you might be able to guess, was quite a challenge. Now, at first I wanted to do this stratless, but after the first 15 deaths, I did not want to risk another repeat of the Triumph for Long Nights incident, so I decided to go on the TDS Discord and find a team to do a strategy with. Now, for this segment of the video, I could try to make this super cinematic and dramatic like every other TDS content creator does, but, you know, it was just a strategy and, well, all I did was follow what was written down, and we pretty easily were able to get the triumph. Now, for the question, are these two skins worth it? Well, while I do like the design of the Jason Slasher skin, the Harvester skin, which was much harder to get, is honestly kind of ugly in my opinion, and I think the default skin honestly looks better. So, no, I would not say the Harvester skin was worth it, but it was all for the sake of making this video. So yeah. Well, there you have it, everyone. That's the 100%ed Halloween event. Now, was it worth it? Absolutely not. But I had a ton of fun making this video, and I hope you had just as much fun watching it as I did making it. Again, go check out Average Robloxing's Gaming's channel. He really helped out me a lot here. And join the Roblox group if you want to be active and have a chance of being in one of my videos. And without further ado, glitched out. Peace.